Students, we are again meeting to discuss now a new chapter of Geography section, chapter number 9, page number 67, Forests and Wildlife Resources. We know that all our needs are being fulfilled by different resources, so we are completely dependent on the resources for our progress and development. We are fulfilling our needs by getting them from nature since ancient times, and forests are also included as a important resource. If we see a general meaning of the word forest, it means accumulation of trees, scrubs, or heaps of grass. In natural vegetation, we include the trees which are raised naturally without the help of man. It is also known as virgin vegetation. At present, this type of vegetation is available in our country only in Himalayas, Sundarban, and remote areas of Thar Desert. Classification of the forest. Well, students, we have studied the classification of the forest on the basis of altitude, climate, soils in 9th standard, that there are 5 types of natural vegetation which include tropical rainforest, tropical desert vegetation, tropical deciduous forest, temperate forest and grasslands, and mangrove forest. Here in 10th standard, in this class today, we will try to get knowledge about 3 types of forest which are based on the basis of administration, ownership, and management. Types of forest according to administration. There are 3 types of forest in this category: reserved forest, protected forest, and unclassified forest. Let us have a detailed information. Reserved forests are those forests which are under the control of the government directly, and there is restriction on lumbering, collection of wood, or even the animals cannot be taken for grazing, that is, pasturing is not allowed. Second category, protected forest. These forests are looked after by the administration. Local people are permitted to collect the wood, and also they are allowed to graze their animals without causing any harm to the trees. Third category, unclassified forest. These forests are not yet classified. There is no restriction on tree felling or animal grazing. Now let us try to get some information of classification of the forest according to ownership, administration, as well as management. The forests of India are classified into 3 categories on the basis of ownership, administration, and management aspects. First is state forest. Central government or state government is controlling such type of forest, and India's most of the forests are falling in this category. Second, communal or community forest. Local self-government institutions, that is gram panchayat, municipalities, corporations, district panchayat, are having control over such type of forest, and they are known as community or communal forest. Third, private forest. Such type of forest is owned by individuals. Such forests are found more in the states of Odisha, Meghalaya, Punjab, and Himachal Pradesh. Some of these forests are in haphazard condition or some of them are totally barren. So this was the classification of the forest on the basis of ownership, administration and management. Now let us become familiar with a term known as deforestation. Deforestation means destruction of forest. Now this is not the problem of our country only, but it is a global problem, and it is because of the result due to progress of mankind. For our progress, for our development, either to construct a roadway or railway or industries or human localities, we are destroying this forest. Trees are also destroyed naturally, but it is negligible compared to the loss inflicted by human interference because we are destroying the forest on commercial basis to get the wood for construction purposes, industrial purposes, etc. etc. And how can we forget the impact of deforestation? Impact means effect. The impact of deforestation is widespread. The quantity of carbon dioxide is increasing in the atmosphere due to pollution or use of vehicles and machines in the industries. Greenhouse effects becomes more intense. With the removed forest cover, the soil is eroded, denuded, and the problem of farm fertility decreases. In the peninsular India, the forest area has decreased largely due to deforestation. Many living organisms have lost their abodes, means homes. As a result, the wild animals approach urban, go to page number 68, settlements in search of food as well as water. Students, you might be going through the newspaper that every now and then the lions and the tigers are or cheetahs are entering into the city outskirts or human settlements, and they are doing physical harm to the human beings because they have no other option. They are not able to get their food in the forest, and so they leave these areas and come in the city areas. More instances, more examples, or more incidents are recorded of carnivorous animals killing the domestic animals of those shepherds who live near the forest. Every day we come across a viral video. The lion is attacking either a buffalo or a cow in the gir areas. How can we conserve forest? Well, let us try to be familiar with the remedies for forest conservation. Well, research should be carried out to find the option of wood. Nowadays, we are trying to get plastic. The PVC is becoming an option for the wood, but we are not 100% successful in this area. If we are able to find the correct option of the wood, then it will reduce the usage of the wood and it will save the forest. Wherever the trees are to be cut inevitably for the development work or for necessity, new trees of the same species should be also planted or grown. If we are cutting 1000 trees, we should be ready to plant 1000 trees in return. There should be a total ban for cutting the trees which are not grown fully. Today, just to get the wood, people are cutting a young tree, mind well, which is not fully grown. Well, it should be given a chance to grow fully. Those industries which are receiving their raw material from the forest should be compelled, it should be made compulsory for these industries for the process of afforestation for future needs. If you are cutting 1000 trees, you also plant 1000 trees. Under the name of ecotourism, the forest cover should not be damaged and should be strictly controlled. For this, widespread public awareness program should be organized among the local people. We have to make the people aware that if we will destroy the forest cover, then we only will have to suffer the consequences. And we are suffering. Tsunami, storms, all are due to the result. Earthquake are the results of it destroy the forest, or even heavy rains or no rains. The importance of the forest and their conservation strategy or policy should be included in the syllabus of the schools as well as colleges. In schools and colleges, the students should be made aware. They should be explained the necessity, the need of today is forest conservation. If we will not conserve the forest today, our tomorrow is completely dark, mind well. Social forestry and agroforestry should be developed intensively by taking planned steps for the necessity of fodder and firewood. We know that the animals require food and the people living in the forest area also require firewood, but it should be with the proper step. These people should be allowed only to cut dry trees and not the green trees. They should be also provided the alternatives like biogas or LPG gas manual, so that are diverted. They don't use the wood of the forest and it is saved. Also, the animals should be provided necessary fodder so that they don't go and graze the complete greenery of the forest area. In place of firewood, alternative options like solar energy, natural gas, etc., should be implemented. Forest resources should be used sparingly in very less manner in order to make the process of tree growth faster and healthier. Infested trees should be removed. The trees which are having some problem or infected, then they should be removed early, otherwise they will also try to make other plants also infected. Forest fire also is causing heavy damage to forest, so a separate system or a force at national level also should be created to douse this fire as early as possible, because once the fire spreads in the forest, it is very difficult to douse this fire because most of the forest are in a height, in a high altitudes. Due to the increased means of transportation and easy travel, thousands of pilgrims reach the religious places in forested area either to attend a bhandara or a fair, that is Meda, or the parikrama circular travel. As we know that in Girnar also, Junagadh, Bhavnath area, we are having two parikramas, and people take a complete round in this forest area and they also destroy. So we should see that these people are not destroying the forest cover. At that time, when they go for parikrama, the litter, the dust, the dirt, the garbage should be cleared properly, otherwise, the forest will be polluted. Every Sunday, we all visit Bhavnath area, and if you come back in the evening and if you are the last person, you will see that most of the area is full of litter, garbage which is thrown by the people. They go there, they enjoy there, they eat there, they make also there, and they are polluting the forest area. This is not proper. If you are getting a place which is very clear, also try to keep it clear for the other person who is going to visit after your exit. An area also should be demarcated and reserved for animal pasture. So the animals which are to be grazed, who are living very close by to the forest area, A particular land should demarcate that only in these areas only they should graze and not any other area. Student, this is a very important question which carries either 2 marks or 3 marks weightage. So please try to underline this. All the points they will be asked as the question, like what are the remedies for forest conservation. So be ready for this question. Wildlife diversity. There is a large diversity in the climate and physiography of India. Because of this geographical diversity only, we find a large variation among the insects, birds, animals, and vegetation, which we already saw last year. Underline, there are 15 lakh species of animals, birds in the world. Out of these 15 lakh, 81,251 species are found in India. Underline, fill in the blank question. Also underline, India stands 12th in the world in terms of biodiversity. Also, in winter season, animals from Asia, Europe, and Africa are seen in India. If you go to Nad Sarovar area, you will find these European birds who are migrating from Europe only for the winter season, because in those areas winters are extremely cold or chilling cold, and so they leave that place and come to our country because we don't have chilling cold climate. African zarak, European wolf, wild goats and Kashmiri deer, elephants and gibbons from Southeast Asia, etc., are also found here. The biodiversity of India is also including black bear, one horned rhino, deer, different types of snakes, peacock, ghorad, bustard, hawk, kingfisher, flamingo, etc. The snow leopard found in Himalayas and the red panda found also at the same altitude are the distinguished animals found in India. At present or currently, India is the only country in the world where we are finding tiger and lion moving in their natural abodes. During winter, migratory birds, as I already told you that these migratory birds coming from Europe, from distant places, throng into the watershed area of Kevada Dev National Park, Bharatpur, Rajasthan, and also Nad Sarovar in Gujarat to spend winter. Sea turtles also come to lay eggs along the sandy coast of Odisha. Indian python, various snakes, and the king cobra are found in the southern rainforest. Because man is very cruel towards these animals, so even this wildlife is on the verge of extinction. Today, many wild animals in the world are on the verge of extinction. Tigers, which were found throughout India during the last century, tigers were seen in the forest of Idar, Ambaji, and Danta, but today tigers are totally extinct from the Gujarat forest areas. Even cheetah is becoming extinct from the Indian forest. Many bird species which were easily seen in Indian forest are now hardly seen. Some of them like vulture, duck with pink throat, cranes and owls are also on the verge of extinction. Either in 10 years or in a short period, they will be no more seen. Chilotro bird, underlined, once widespread in Arunachal Pradesh of northeast, is not seen so easily. There is a danger of survival even to the alligators of the fresh waters of the river and Ganga river dolphin. The number of the sea turtles approaching the coast of Odisha and Gujarat is constantly decreasing. Waterfowl or Jal Biladi, once found frequently in Narmada, Tapi, Mahi rivers and Sabarmati river of Gujarat, is also almost extinct. So now we have to think seriously of this matter. If we will not become aware today, then tomorrow these animals will become only to be seen in the photos, and we will not be able to see them live. And next question, which is also very important, reasons for the destruction of the forest. What are the different reasons due to which wildlife is destroyed or there is destruction? First, due to human interference in grasslands and in watershed areas of the forest, the natural habitat of the wild animals is put in danger. Second reason, destruction of forest is the main reason responsible for natural imbalance. Its final impact or effect is the reduction in the number of wild animals. Hunting the animals either to obtain hair or skin, that is hide, bones, horns or nails, is also responsible. The overexploitation of the forest made by man for his greedy, selfish motives like construction of the roads, multi-purpose projects, mining minerals, expansion of the new settlements or cities, etc., are displacing the wild animals. Forest lands are also being encroached for grass, fuel, or for grazing. The forest fire engulfs many species. When the forest fire occurs at the time of the rearing the young ones of the birds or hatching the eggs, it creates a negative impact on the number of wild animals. They are destroyed. They die. Due to the loss of their natural habitat, many animals without any abode come into conflict with the man and sometimes even lose their lives. You just take one example of a tree. You just go and find out a big tree near your locality, and you will see that on the bark of this tree you will find so many small insects, including ants. You see the microscope and you will find that lakhs of small insects are being living on this tree. Birds are building their nest. Now if you cut that tree, you are making so many animals or species without any abode, without any house. Also, hunting to procure biomedicine or things which make perfume also bring the species on the verge of extinction. Kasturi mrug, for example, we are hunting this deer to obtain only this kasturi, which is used to make perfumes. Let us try to focus on things to know about red panda. Red panda is found in the cold forest of eastern Himalayas. This red panda is completely depending on the food. His food is bamboo sprouts, eggs, small birds, insects, etc. This animal is less active during the daytime. Besides India, we also find this animal in China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar. Now, what are the measures to prevent the wildlife? Well, it is very important or even necessary to change our attitude and perceptions, the way of thinking towards the forest. We consider it as a source of an unlimited income, which is a mistake. These forests should be preserved. Only then the natural habitat for wildlife can be saved. Next point, maintain the balance of the number between the herbivores and the carnivores in the forest. For this, we will have to take steps to maintain the water points in the forest, and restriction on grazing of domestic animals should be taken. Let us go to page number 70. There should be strict laws to ban hunting. Hunting should not be allowed, it should be completely, strictly banned. And if anyone is found guilty, he should be given severe punishment. There should be laws to be implemented very strictly and harshly. Heavy punishment should be inflicted for illegal mining in forest area, and also a fine should be imposed It is necessary to make such arrangements which would not disturb the animals during their procreative period, especially the mating period. These animals should not be disturbed. If you see the Gir forest also, there is vacation for the lions in special time so that they can do the mating period and can give birth to their young ones. A study should be made about the likely effects of fisheries, forest gatherings, or tourism in the forest, and steps should be taken accordingly. Programs should be arranged to bring widespread awareness in the society. If the wildlife protection force is inactive, then pressure should be brought on them and this work should be given priority. Let us try to become familiar with the Ganga river dolphin known as Platanista gangetica. This Ganga river dolphin, as you see in the picture, is found in river Brahmaputra and Ganga, and it is a freshwater species, sweet water rather. Sea water is salty, but river water is sweet water or fresh water. Generally, this dolphin lives in the river having deep and calm water flow. We find in the Ganga river, which is flowing through one of the densely populated regions of the world. Due to the release of dirty water in the river, sedimentation due to deforestation, fisheries, navigation in the river, industrial waste, etc., danger has been created against its existence. Recently in Philippines, a ship carrying oil of Japan got stuck and split into two parts, mind well, and the entire oil spread in the sea area. The people by themselves went to the sea area and collected this dirty water and tried to remove it from the sea as far as possible so that this species can be saved. But in a country like India, we are releasing our dirty water in the river. Also, industrial waste also is released in this water, and so it creates a danger to the existence of the animals which are found in these rivers. Apart from Ganga and Brahmaputra river, there are few such dolphins also left in the Chambal river. It comes to the surface very often to breathe and it makes su like sound. So it is also known by other name like sons, susu or Swiss. It is also found in the rivers of our neighbors Nepal and Bangladesh. At present, the existence of the Ganga river dolphin is in danger.